Did they ask you to do this because your name was Eric?
Yes, exactly. No, because I'm a control freak, and if I let someone else do it, I'm like, why didn't someone ask this question?
Right. I know the feeling.
So this has been sort of a interesting journey, I would think, just because it's not very often you get to write a series of movies, and I like Bond. Our movies change the directors, but you've been this through line, and has that been challenging, exciting? Do you feel like is there things you thought of like in the third movie? Oh, I can't do this, but ooh, I can in the fourth. I mean, tell me a little bit about the process.
I've always been, as a writer, a fan of continuing storylines. My feeling is if your characters are interesting enough for a 2-hour movie, and if the world is interesting enough, it should be able to last should be able to continue on. And as a television writer, I've spent my career, doing continuing storylines. So this was a really delicious opportunity to do that on the big screen, with having the books at hand. I forget what the other part of the question was.
Just sort of the journey of doing it, and like, are there things as you went? I mean, obviously you have the blueprint of the book, but are there things you thought of as you were going along that you thought, oh, I can't do this in New Moon, but like then a year later, like, oh wow, I can do that idea I had, or whatever. Do you get those moments of?
Yeah, you do. One of the things that happened over the course of 5 movies is the getting to know the characters better, as played by the actors. The actors inform the characters inform me, which informs the actors. So it becomes this sort of melding, this sort of interwoven creative exchange that happens, so that we are all more comfortable pushing these characters to different places as you get further down the line. So it's an exciting evolution.
I think that, being creative, I think everything has its challenge. When you're looking at a blank piece of paper, it has its challenge. And when you're trying to take something else that someone did, where the sort of challenges between trying to sort of like work with Stephanie, work with different directors, and then sort of once you sort of had, and Catherine cast the first movie, and you had these people and you watch them, did all those things come into play as you sit down and write each additional one and think of the strengths or weaknesses, or it would be really interesting to see this actor as this character do this thing? I mean, does all of that sort of inform the process as you go about doing it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, certain actors sort of come forward and you see what their strengths are, and you want to play to them. Like, for instance, Billy Burke. This is a man who can deliver a line. So, I start writing just slightly more dry or comedic lines for him, and he takes them and runs with them. Same with Anna Kendrick. You see what great comedic timing she has, and she's actually one of the few characters I get excited about, like, improv. Improv to me is always a little scary. I spend a lot of time on that one sentence. But she is someone who you just kind of want to turn the camera on and just like go. She's so funny.
What's been the sort of most rewarding part of the experience for you?
The most rewarding part for me has been twofold. One, I've learned so much about the craft of screenwriting. This has been an incredible education for me, teaching me about adaptation and about storytelling. And then the other incredible part of it has changed my professional life entirely. I mean, it's been it's created these extraordinary opportunities for me moving forward. So I feel incredibly blessed to have somehow landed in the middle of all this.
I was reading the Ultimate fan book, and I heard about a story about a DVD and all that. And as I was reading, I was like, oh my God, my heart stopped, and I was thinking, oh my God, that's probably one of the worst moments of the 5 years. What's sort of one of the best moments? One of the moments that you'll think in 25 years when they're bringing us all out for the commemorative DVD or whatever format they have then. What'll be the story that you think, now this was the moment I'll never forget, or this was the...
Well, certainly first and foremost are the premieres. Those are extraordinary events. There never has been and never will be anything like them, except perhaps the Beatles at the Ed Sullivan Theater in the 60s. And to be a part of that is surreal and exciting, and it's just an incredible event. I will never forget those. The things that I will carry with me are really the creative collaborations. The moment when Stephanie and I were sitting in a steakhouse and trying to figure out whether or not book number 4 should be a movie, how can it be a movie, how do you end it? And we had just this sort of extraordinary, that moment of inspiration hit us at the same time, and we realized, and suddenly the whole movie became, I know what it is now. You know, and I had many of those experiences with Summit Entertainment, Eric Feig and Jillian Bohr, who were shepherding this project, and with Godfrey, Karen Rosenfeld, and Stephanie. It was a very special creative team, and I hope to work with all of them again. It's, you know, it's really rare that you find this kind of creative partnerships, and it was really great.